All right. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Market Prep. I hope you're having an amazing. Hold on a second. Let me turn this off. I was listening to Jerry on my phone while dropping the kids off, and this thing is going off my own voice here. As usual, Jerry engineering the markets every morning at 8 a.m. in our chat room. He does an amazing job breaking down expected moves and just overall market stuff, man. A lot of fun. So on the run, I'm listening to Jared doing his thing. Good morning, John. How you doing?
What's up, Carlos? Yeah, Jared putting on a good show. He's getting feisty this morning. But
Yeah, I saw that. I
delivering the,
like when he gets feisty.
he does get feisty. Gets his Cajun attitude going sometimes. It
Uh,
is good.
I enjoy it, man. Yeah, I'm from New York, born, basically raised in New York. And when I hear that, that New York side of him come out, I don't think he's from New York, but he's got a New York side of him that comes out here and there. Especially if you ask him the wrong question, you're gonna get it. Um, but yeah, always an amazing show. Friends, let's take a look here at our gappers list this morning. Something it's a little bit more organized today, a little bit more manageable. We've been getting these heavy one-sided gap lists, but today it's pretty balanced out for the most part, and we got some stuff in the green and in the red this morning. So we'll dive into all of that, and we'll see what's looking good for this morning so far. I just want to take a quick look at yesterday, man. We had such a great day yesterday. If we look at Nvidia, what an awesome this is why. John's a perfect example why we love Nvidia. I caught this for long for about $1.70, and I thought, wow, man, what a great move. And I was happy. I mean, I'm very happy at $1.70 on a stock that's 140. One and done for me yesterday. But then it starts getting toppy. I get out of it. It does this. It goes for like $7 the other way. So I'm just like, wow. So if you were waiting for a reversal, you really made out. I mean, this thing was just that was the move yesterday. That reversal towards the downside. I did not take that. Obviously, I thought I did great. And then I see this amazing move towards the bottom. And this is what Nvidia could do out of nowhere. This is why we love watching the stock. It'll be on my list today again, So looking forward to see what Nvidia can do this morning. But yeah, we'll dive into that gappers. Let's see what we can pull off. But man, it is so far Monday and Tuesday have been really great trading days as far as opportunities out there. So hopefully that can continue today. Much better than last week, at least for me so far. So really enjoying what's happening this week. All right, John, let's get to our U.S. economic calendar and see what's going on for today.
Yeah, big day. This is a lot of what Jared was talking about. CPI data coming out this morning, and let me see here. Did I close that calendar? I don't know if I have to, but anyway, the big news is CPI data. So everything came in line with expectations. Month over month CPI 0.3%, expectation 0.3, core month over month 0.3 versus 0.3. Year over year 2.7 came in versus the expectation 2.7%, and CPI core year over year 3.3% versus the expectation of 3.3%. So exactly, all the numbers came in line, and it looks like the market likes it because you just got to watch what the SPY does at 8:30 when it comes out, and it's jumped from around just below 604 to the high 604s on the SPY, which it's not a bad little bump. It's not crazy, but it's in a bullish direction.
Yeah, it sure is. We saw some weakness on Monday and Tuesday, and some of these moves, like Nvidia and some other ones, benefit from that weakness that we saw in the last two trading days. But yeah, we're getting a bit of a bump now. Let's see if it's actually going to hold. This momentum that it has right now, because we've seen the SPY do this where it pops up and then slams back down by the time the market opens, and it could be a short the entire day. Not saying that's the case now, but we like this. We like volume. We like action. Either direction, we're getting it right now in the SPY. So let's hope that that can provide even better moves than we've seen in the last 2 days. So looking forward to that. All right, let's dive into our gappers list. CADL is the first one on deck. We'll do the top 5 on the list here on the gap up list. This is coming from tradingterminal.com. So you can get this exact same list I'm going through here completely free over at tradingterminal.com. Click on scanners, and that's available there for you. CADL is the first one on here. They're up just 160% with 24 million shares traded. Their flow a little bit on the lower side at 20 million. So you got to be careful with this one. But pre-market looks good. Pre-market showing some activity here, great volume. It's a therapeutics company. John, any approval, face approval, or FDA? What's going on here?
Yep, but they said this morning its experimental immunotherapy for prostate cancer met the main goal of a late stage trial, helping the company share more than double in value in pre-market trading. So good for them. Yeah,
Sounds
good.
positive. That sounds positive. I like that. Positive news with this type of volume and movement we're getting here could be very very interesting. This will be my low flow of the day right now. CADL. I'm gonna have it here again. Usually don't trade this, but I like to watch them. This is up really nice this morning. If this falls within your criteria, within your trades, it's a good one today. Tons of volume with some actual news behind it. PDCO. This is nasty. This is looks doesn't have the volume. It looks like a buyout.
It's a
Yeah, go the
buyout. Yeah,
short on this. It is okay. Okay.
yeah, they're going to be
All right.
acquired by a private equity firm. So that's the classic chart for the buyout.
Yeah, so not much to see here. We'll leave this alone. Let's move on to the next one here, RGTI. And for those that might be new and don't know, buyouts usually don't they just don't move after the set price is done. So you really can't day trade them, right? So there won't be much happening on that. RGTI this morning. Also, let me go back. Depends the type of buyout, right? Sometimes you got these cash buyouts that are a little bit different, and that can actually move the stock at a different price and still be somewhat in play. But for the most part, they're not great trading catalysts. RGTI this morning is up 17%. Had a big day yesterday. If you take a look at this, this is nice. So it took off here from $4 all the way to the initial move down to 571, then up to around 670, and then ended the day almost $8. So again, really, really nice action yesterday. So actually, I'm sorry, $8 was after hours. So after hours, after having such a big day, after hours, you still got an additional couple of bucks here. So in play for sure, up 23 million. John, I don't remember seeing this one yesterday. Any news behind it? Obviously, they're hot today.
I think this was on the list yesterday. I remember because the Italian sounding name of the company sticks in my mind, Rigetti. But the quantum stocks are moving right now. They're this news out of Google, and it's just kind of the hot term of the week. Maybe even goes in the next week. But they're a quantum computing company, and I'll just hit the other ones right now because QBTS might pop up on the gap up list as well. I don't know if it's there right now. That's another quantum computing related company. But interestingly, there is one on the gap down list, and that's QUBT. Get ready for all these Q tickers with this quantum computing stuff. Quantum Computing QUBT Incorporated is announcing offering of common stock to generate some money. They're doing two offerings actually. So oftentimes when companies do that, the stock goes down. So there are two that I see up, RGTE and QBTS, and one that is down, QUBT.
Sorry, so
All in the same
QBTS, I
space.
do see that one. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, I'm just mentioning they're all in the same space. They're all the same industry. Yeah,
Yeah,
QUBT was the other one, but
yeah.
that
So
one will show
QBTS,
up.
QUBT. Yeah, they're at least they're on here. If you like this, man, RGTI looks good. That's probably one that you might want to consider. QBTS doesn't look as good, so again, I'll keep these off my list. Not really interested in that sector at all. GXAI garbage. It's just straight garbage. What is this dollar? Yeah, no. Careful with that. Careful with that. I don't want no parts of that. So we'll move on. SERV. We'll look at this one. They'll probably stop here and hop around a little bit. SERV. We've seen this many times in the past. Today they're up 8.3, 580,000 shares traded. Had a decent day yesterday, at least on the daily. Into the action itself looks a little difficult to trade. Like you didn't really get a clean breakout. It's a lot of candles overlapping each other before you finally get a breakout, and then more overlapping here. So a back and forth choppiness. So not the easiest stock to trade for that move that it did yesterday, going from 12 all the way as high as 15. Today you got a little bit of volume. We're at 8% here. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I'm putting a secondary. I like what it's done over the last couple of days. I mean, it's hanging out at 850 now at 14. That's a really nice move if you can, if you can catch a good entry or some kind of strategy on it. Secondary for now. We can definitely come back to it. All right. Let's see
There's no
here.
particular news on
Uh,
NCVR, by the way. It's just that's the company that makes the
oh,
robots that bring you the sandwiches, the sandwich robots, the food robots.
okay, okay.
Um, so there's a lot of positive news about this stock lately. If you just kind of like read some of the older articles, but there's nothing particularly on this day that I can see that's moving it.
Gotcha. Yeah, let's put it on here and see what's going on with this. I mean, the last couple of days with no news is interesting. But yeah, we're worth at least having on a secondary. All right, heading back to our gap up list. Let's stop here. I'm gonna hop around a little bit. See GameStop, which is always fun to see what is GameStop up to. Right now we are up 2.9 with 1 million shares traded. I know our the kitty dude did something. I think it was last week or the week before. He did some kind of cryptic thing, and it got people excited. But again, it's just I don't know about this one. I think there's better
They had
things to look
earnings
at
last night as
for
well,
the
so
most part.
there is news there.
Oh, they did. Are they making
Yep.
money? Are they making money? Like they had earnings, right? What's the deal? Do we know?
They made
Did,
six
did
cents
they
per
meet?
share, and the estimate was 1 cent per share. So they crushed it. They made six times as much
I
money
mean,
as people thought they were making.
yeah. Okay. Not bad. Not bad. But yeah, I'm not gonna be watching this one today. Could be the day where they actually do something with their earnings last night. I just think the excitement might just be over on this thing. Like AMC. Where's AMC up to? Is there anything going on there? AMC. No, it's nothing happening as well. All right, I'll leave it alone. Not excited for that. I am excited for PLTR though. This one is a nice one. It's been heavily in play over the last couple of days. Today, right now, 2.2 million shares traded. Probably one of the ugliest pre-market action we've seen in some time. But at the market open, they can really trade very well. So I still want to look at them again. They had some really nice days here. And hopefully that can continue. So PLTR will be on my list. Might not stay on my main one if I find something that looks better. But for right now, this will be on here. PLTR looking really nice this morning. John, I don't think there's anything new on it. It's just, overall, all-time highs trading activity.
It's just been in play lately, yeah. But there was a small news announcement. PLTR announced its first warp speed cohort comprised of companies committed to reindustrializing America's manufacturing and production capabilities through advanced AI and tech. Inaugural members of this bunch of companies is Endural Industries, L3 Harris, Panasonic Energy of North America, and Shield AI. So there's a little something there.
Yeah. All right, there it is. So that's for PLTR this morning. I like it right here. It's been trading well. Let's see if that looks good at the market open. And then we have a couple of cryptocurrencies here. We have a Bitcoin, we have Mara, we have CLSK. Let's take a look at both of those and see what's driving them today. Mara's up 2.8 with 1.4 million shares traded. Saw some weakness over the last couple of days. We saw coin. Guys saw coin yesterday. What a beautiful sell-off. I didn't trade it, but man, this was also very nice. We are talking about how well coin could trade. John, I know you don't trade the downside of things, but we had some really great sell-off opportunities from our list yesterday. Coin being one of them, just beautifully there, losing that 5 minute range and just dropping really nice. So yeah, could be interesting today as well, alongside Mara. I do like to watch coin. Again, I don't think it's heavily in play right now, but I will put that on my secondary alongside Mara and Clean Spark is probably one of the least of my favorites, unless they have specific news to them. They're not really going on my list. I think that ones can trade a little bit better. John, I'm not sure if there's anything specific with these or any news at all when it comes to Bitcoin.
I don't think so, but Bitcoin was down last night. I want to say I took a peek and it was getting down around 95,000. It's back up close to 99 right now, so it's going up. So it goes up, those stocks tend to go up. It goes down, those stocks tend to go down.
Yeah, I'll keep Coin and Mara on the secondary for now, and we can always take a look at it, move them up if we need to. Last but not least, in the gap up is of course Tesla's another stock that we love to watch. Are one of our good buddies here. We are up 2.9 million shares traded, and at the moment it's just hanging out here, trying to break out from yesterday's high. It did already a few minutes ago. Let's see if it can stick to it. And maybe if the SPY is strong, that can obviously help it. Oh, SPY is holding here. That's this gap up list is going to become really massive really soon if the SPY keeps doing what it's doing right now. So that is going to help Tesla and a lot of our usual suspects that like to move with overall market. So this looks great, man. I mean, wow, that is really nice. I'm going to add that to the list here. We have almost 3 million shares traded on it. We're up 2.3. This is going to trade very well. This is going to trigger me watching NVIDIA and some of these other usual suspects that we like. But before we do that, John, what do you like this morning? What's on your list, or anything gapping up that we have not covered yet?
I like Tesla. I didn't see it jumped onto our actual gappers, but yeah, it's up 2.3%. It broke that 410 level when the CPI data came out. So Tesla's looking pretty hot. I like, should I like Amazon and Google? I don't know. I feel like those ones are going to lose steam today. Probably PLTR, Tesla. I'll probably keep an eye on AI again. That thing's down, so it's getting a lot of ripple effect from its earnings announcement. It's still trying to figure out whether this is whether it should be happy or sad about the whole thing. And I actually mentioned this at the end of the show yesterday, that this, because AI had gone up so much on earnings and then sold off so much by the next morning, that it might be good for some breakouts. And it broke out twice yesterday beautifully, like very, very clean. So I might be just taking a peek at that to see if it has some of the same behavior today.
Yeah, yeah, agree with you there. I have NVIDIA right now. I'm going to add that to my secondary list. It's just slightly up. It's not above 2%, so it's not on our gap up list. But again, I'm going to be watching this one. I'm going to put in a secondary for now. Let's see how the rest of the list looks, and then we'll decide if we move that one up. We probably will, given how great it was yesterday. All right, let's take a look at Macy's this morning. These guys are down 11.5, 2.3 million shares traded here. Pre-market activity, again, not great. So we got to wait for the market open. This is the New York Stock Exchange, so they don't trade great in the pre-market. And even the market open at times for Macy's and these retail companies, that they're not great intraday traders. So I'm not a huge fan of it, but I will be watching it. I mean, I got some volume today. John, what's driving them? Did they have earnings? I haven't looked up Macy's this morning.
They did have earnings. They missed EPS. They missed on revenue as well. But maybe even worse is they cut its full year outlook due to the impact of previously disclosed erroneous accounting entries of delivery expenses. I don't know if you remember that story from a few weeks ago. I think it was. But they're joining who's the company SMCI with being erroneous in their accounting. So yeah, that's not a great morning for
Yeah.
Macy's.
Oh,
But it's
they're getting
Christmas, so get out
creative
there
with
and
their
buy your mom some
financials.
damn gloves and a scarf or something from Macy's and get the stock back up.
Absolutely, absolutely. They should. This is a good time for them to come out with that, right? Because if they do well in sales, they can kind of recover and put that behind them. So good timing to get that out of the way before Q4 ends here. So yeah, Macy's again. I don't know how well that's going to trade. Obviously, it's not great for them, all the data there. But again, intraday trading on this one is tough. Today's their day, though. You're not going to see a better active pre-market activity than what you're seeing now, especially with this range 1665, 1404 is the low. So that's pretty good. But other than that, man, it won't be on my list. You know what? Maybe I'll watch it just to see how this catalyst trades today. Could be good for that at least. All right, AI also was very active yesterday. Today, they're down 5.7, 704,000 shares traded. Could be fun again today. I mean, yesterday you had some action on it. Today we can continue that. It is on the downside of things today. Great volume. We do have shares for sure. Let me check. Only 100,000, so it's not a whole lot. But we might still be able to get some shares here if it doesn't start selling off very aggressively. I do want to look at this one today again and see if there's some opportunities on AI. They've been really nice over the last couple of days. Did you have AI on your list, John? Yesterday, this thing was pretty good towards the upside.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I was mentioning it broke out. I missed it both times. So I took it once. It didn't break out. I got out of the trade, just took a small loss. Then I took an Amazon trade that started to work, and it was working pretty good, decently. And when I'm in a trade that's working early in the morning, I don't tend to take a second trade. And I saw AI making a strong move to its high of day, and I thought I could sell this Amazon here and jump over to AI, or I could just stay in this trade, which is working decently. AI absolutely exploded. It would have been a one and done, no problem. Amazon one partial and back to break even for a small win. So that's day trading for you. Sometimes you catch the fish and sometimes you don't.
Yeah, absolutely. QUBT, you did speak about this one earlier today, so it's on our gap down right here as you're seeing it again. Just they didn't look great for the way I trade. So I'm just gonna leave these alone. You do have shares for sure. If you do want to trade this one, there's a couple of units there for you with interactive brokers. Joby, let's take a look at Joby. This is that aviation company. Today they're down 5%, 1.2 million shares traded. They're not a great intraday trading company. They do a lot of this crap over here, where it's just a lot of sideways choppiness. This is the market open. It gets better for some reason. Later in the day, it got much cleaner, but they're not great. So the few times I watched them, even with bigger news than probably what they have today, they have not been ideal for me. So I'm gonna take my chances elsewhere. John, anything exciting happening in that world?
You know, Joby pops up on our list all the time, and I'm still waiting for the first day trader on the planet to show me their awesome Joby trade. But they are also
Very
doing
true.
a public offering of stock, so they're raising some money, selling some stock, and that's driving the price down.
Yeah, so again, I'm with you. I don't think I have seen anybody trade as well. Maybe Jared. Jared will be like, "Here's my trade," and he'll be crushing it. But yeah, it's not one of my stocks to look at. So one that is SMCI. So SMCI again showing some weakness yesterday. Today showing more weakness, down 5%, 5.2 million shares traded this morning. Beautiful pre-market activity, just very, very, very active. I mean, I just like everything about the stock lately. So it will be on my list again today. This is like the fifth trade day in a row that's on my list. And I like it. I really like the way this is moving. So we'll be on there. Anything to add, John, on this one? I know we talked about it a bit in the last couple of days, but it's just been that good.
Yeah, investors are getting nervous because on December 13th, the Nasdaq 100 is going to do a review of their list and their annual reconstitution. And the rumor is SMCI will probably be falling off the Nasdaq, most likely replaced, people think, by PLTR or maybe MicroStrategy MSTR.
Yeah, speaking of MSTR, I'm here in chat over on YouTube. Someone did mention that. We'll take a look at MSTR and see what's going on there. MSTR right now, we are up 1.8, 643,000 shares traded. Yeah, I mean, it can get going very quickly, very aggressively. So you can definitely watch it. Yesterday it didn't seem great until a little bit of a sell off here. But when you have these pullbacks, yeah, I find this hard to trade, right? When you drop down like this and you pull back almost right to where you started that candle, and then you drop again and you just keep doing this back and forth. Actually, did it here as well. I find that very difficult to trade because, even if you have a great entry that's going to work out in the long term, that can kind of stop you out. So, didn't like that too much from MSTR. But yeah, it's a hit or miss right now. You can add it to your list. What I do like though is the daily. Like we're holding on to this level of support. We see any kind of strength on this thing, and it's just gonna go right because that's what these things does. So, it's worth watching. I think it's worth throwing on a secondary at least. And if this thing is gonna decide to try to test some of those 400 ticker prices up there and higher. So MSTR is always a good one to keep on deck. All right, let's finish the list. WBA is next. This is Walgreens. It trades horrible. Today, I don't see anything special. Volume is light. We're down 2.1. Big day yesterday, so maybe a second day play today, but not for me. John, any news on WBA?
Yeah, Walgreens and Sycamore Partners are reportedly discussing a deal that would see Walgreens sold to that private equity firm, Sycamore Partners. So maybe a sell off in their future.
Yeah, no, nah, you're not liking it. So we'll leave that alone. And then that's it. That kind of covers our gap down list. Again, a lot of things showing up list. We got some more on here now. We got Ryan, some other team their way up there as a spy, a spiked higher, still holding here, a little bit of a pullback, but it is holding the gains that it got from the CPI data so far. So that should be an exciting market open if that continues. John, let's go to you. As far as gapping down, I know that's not your cup of tea, but do you have anything you like this morning that might be gapping down later?
I noticed on Trading Terminal PDD just popped up. I don't know if it came up on your end, but in JD, PDD is down 2.3% and JD is down 2.4. And I'm checking the other suspects. Baba's down not quite 1%. So it looks like some weakness in the Chinese stocks. and I didn't get a chance to see if there's any news for that. But remember, they had that big up day, not yesterday, but the day before. Big green day for those stocks. What's today? Wednesday. So it would have been Monday, Tuesday, red day. They all pulled back, and now maybe they're still continuing that pullback.
Yeah, they're not holding the gains from that day. We had one really good day. The rest have been pretty choppy. Like this was Baba yesterday. I did take a look at it. It was not to trade it, but just to see what it was doing. Very, very choppy. The one day where they gapped up was really nice. It was right over here. We had tons of volume, beautiful breakouts, and a continuation. After that, although we're gapping down, the entire move is happening in the pre-market. So if you don't trade pre-market, you're not catching these moves because obviously overnight or overseas. By the time we open up here, the move is already done. So you see how small the movement is on the overall daily, besides what it did on that initial day that it gapped up pretty nice. So today, I'm not sure. We're again very, very light volume, so I don't like that. Those probably could get going later in the day. If you're trading past 11, maybe it could be a good opportunity to check and see if there's some action happening on the Chinese tickers as they give some of the gains back this morning. All right, let's take it to the chat. We'll start with our chat room here. Let's take a look at it. We'll start with Chris. You're giving us CADL. We did look at that one. Where is that one? Yeah, that's the low flow of the day, man. This thing is on fire. Did Jared trade this? I saw he's texting on here. Oh, no, he's doing RGTI. Is the one he's trading. So nice. CADL is another one that is on fire this morning, guys. Showing some resistance right now at 13. So getting into a little bit of some trouble there as it drops $1. Be careful. Pre-market has no volatility host, so this thing can keep going in either direction. But yeah, it's in play. Just be careful on that one. RDDT has been very active. So if you look at it yesterday, traded very well. The day before as well was very clean. Again, they don't trade heavy volume, but they do trade reasonably clean for this type of stock that it is. So yeah, this morning again we're up 3.3. Don't go off the pre-market. It's not going to give you almost anything. You really got to wait for the market open. But yeah, I like the way you traded yesterday. Is it going to do that today? Not sure. I mean, we got extended here, so we had a lot of movement, more volume than what we usually get. We're kind of getting back into the area where we're hanging out at. So I'm not sure if you're going to get this type of volume and movement today. But I like the way it's trading RDDT. Besides the volume, I think it could be better. I like the way it's moving here, so I will add it to the list, and let's see what it does. We'll look at it a little bit later. It's going to be on my secondary because I still think that stock is not better than some of the other ones that we're going to be probably running into. Google's another one that we had on deck yesterday as well. Did move very decent here after like an hour. In fact, similar to Nvidia, they get a nice little sell off there. So if you could take an advantage of that, recover after, but it was really nice on that sell off. As far as today, are we moving with the SPY on this one? Yeah, we're kind of popping up with the SPY. You're gonna see that here. If the SPY is Google, Apple, Amazon, man, SPY wants to go higher. We are in some good territory here. The usual Magnificent Seven are going to do very well if the SPY keeps going higher. So here's Amazon. Amazon's daily looks really nice. I know we're talking about this yesterday, John. This looks good. It looks like it might want to come up to 230 if we can, uh, you know, keep the strength going here. So I like Amazon today. I'm gonna be adding that to the list. Yeah, looks very nice. All right, over to the chat AI. We did look at it already. I do have on my list. Yeah, it traded awesome yesterday. SMCI volume. Let's see. Yeah, tons of volume. SMCI for 5.4 million. Pre-market action is active. And again, just look at it yesterday. Yesterday it traded very, very nice. So let's see if that can continue. Um, what else? Okay, so that's in our chat. Very good. Let's take a look at our YouTube chat now. RGTI, yes, RGTI. Do I have it here? It's one of the, again, for me, no, but if you like this style of trading, RGTI, it is in place. Say 36 million shares traded. It is up 19%. So careful on this one, guys. But again, it is in place. So if you do like it, definitely put it on your list. So it is on fire this morning. QBTS, yeah, these two, Jose, I'm not a big fan of the way these lower price stocks trade. They are in play today with their news. They're just not going to fit my style of trading or my trade book, right? They're not going to do that. John, I don't know if you have any of these on your list. Do you have QBTS? Does this gonna fit any of your hive day breakout stuff?
I won't be dipping into these. I like the CADL stock. I'm going to put on my third watch list and just peek at that from time to time.
Hmm.
That might be interesting, but no, I don't think I'll be trying the quantum ones here.
Yeah, yeah, no, yeah, I don't like them, but they are in play. Again, if you like them, definitely put them on your list. Dave is giving us play. This is Dave and Buster's. Usually very, very light volume. I know they're gapping down here, 13%, but their volume, even with news, is very, very light. So, what's driving them? Is this earnings? We have not looked this up yet on play. We see these guys what 4 times a year on earnings or some kind of major news, but other than that, man, they don't trade well. They really don't.
Y-
Not for intraday
I
trading. So,
didn't look this one up. Let's see. Dave and Buster's struggles to capture spending. CEO exit is a bombshell. Are they? Yeah, I think they're losing their CEO.
oh, okay, okay, yeah, it's
No more fun and games.
yeah, it's a tough business, tough business. So yeah, I don't know. All right, so they're down 30%. But again, even with that news, it'll be great for other companies. These guys just don't get volume. They don't get it. So it won't be on the list there. Meta, let's take a look here from our buddy Attila over on YouTube. Meta, pretty flat right now, but Meta's pre-market activity, it usually doesn't give you much. At the market opens when you're going to get all the action here. Their day looks awesome. Look at this area of resistance at 625. Meta just this guy is the man. This guy, when everybody thought, oh, he screwed up, he's going to fall off the face of the earth, he manages to come back from the death of who knows what. And look at the stock now. Look at this. I bet his investors are very, very happy. Here, we thought the world was over on Meta. Let's say they're going bankrupt, blah, blah, blah. Nobody likes Meta. Look at this. I mean,
That's incredible.
seriously,
Yeah.
it's wild, man.
Yeah.
Wild.
Yeah. And
Uh,
I've been in Amazon that whole
wow.
time, Carlos, thinking that was an okay return, but man, it pales in comparison to what Meta did.
This is ridiculous. So again, this guy figured it out, got back on track, and man, he is just crushing it, crushing it. So there's metaphor. You wait for the market open to get the action on it. I like what I have here so far already. So far, POTR, Tesla, AI, SMCI, and Amazon. And I gotta clean up my secondary list. I got way too many on there. I'm not gonna watch all of that. So we'll clean that up in a second here. All right, let's do a few more from our YouTube chat, and then we'll head over to our community events and announcement for this rainy Wednesday here in the Northeast. I know you're getting some rain up there too, maybe snow, John. What's the deal up there with you?
Rain right now. Hopefully it stays. I think it's going to stay rain because the temperature's going up, actually.
Yeah, it's pretty warm. It's like 60 almost out there. Here's Roblox. I like Roblox, but they don't have the volume today. Only 105,000. I really like to trade this stock. I actually do very well with this stock, right? But today I don't see the volume on it. I do like the daily, but we just need to get more action on it. So I have too much on my list to even add as a secondary. If somebody sees anything great, call it out. But we need more volume. At the moment, we don't have that. And last but not least, we look at MRVL. Yeah, very light volume right now. We'll have to wait for the market open, see if we get the action. So for the most part, I'm leaving that one alone as well. All right. Excellent, man. We went through a lot of tickers this morning, and I think we have an amazing list. I think you guys are going to have a good one too, and it could look completely different than mine. Candy is saying in our chat that she is in Meta. God bless you. From where? From like $80? Are you in Meta heavy from $80? That is awesome. All right. Let's stop here. John, take us through our events for today.
Yeah. Let me ask a question here in the chat room. Type in yes or no. Did you attend Thor's Camarilla Pivot webinar last night? Let's see. Yeses, some nos, some yeses. A 50-50. Well, I'm sure it was well attended. I guarantee it was. But how many of you are going to go to the psychology webinar tonight? That's my question, because trust me, everybody needs it. So tonight is Wesley Altman, and he's going to be talking about lessons in discipline and impulse control. And he's actually going to go through a case study of a trader who overcame challenges, developed patience, and mastered impulse control. So you definitely want to check this stuff out. Trust me, guys. I see the results in the funded training accounts that people are trading every day, and some of you need to go attend a psychology webinar. The next week we have Dr. Vanessa Charland, and she's going to be trading or talking about trading beyond fear, mastering the psychology of risk and resilience, and that should be great as well. So get to these psychology webinars; they are recorded. To that question in the chat, they are posted on the website. You can watch them later if you want to, but check them out, please. And if you'd like to join Variable Traders, scroll. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, shoot. I forgot Nathan. Okay. Nathan's Wednesday. Nathan McConnell trading with Bookmap. Bookmap, very popular these days. I know people are loving checking it out. A lot of people getting subscriptions to it. If you got questions, you want to learn more about it, join Nathan at noon today in the webinar room for the Bookmap class. And now getting on to joining Variable Traders. Real quickly, your best deal is that elite annual. Day trading takes a long time to learn, so I highly recommend if you want to take this seriously, get that elite annual membership and get access to everything we have, including the psychology webinars, including the Tuesday night webinars like Thor did, all the good stuff, even stuff like Nathan's Bookmap webinar. You're going to need that elite access to get that. But if you can't quite swing that, try us for the intro for $39 a week, or maybe that basic membership, which gets you into the chat room, which is vitally important.
All right, excellent. Thank you, John. Appreciate that. And also appreciate you, man, covering for Peter, as Peter is in Colombia. So thank you for that as well. So over on YouTube, guys, hit that thumbs up if you haven't done so already. Really appreciate it. It helps us out a ton. I think we're sitting at 92 likes is what I'm showing here. But if you can help us get some more likes, really appreciate it. And it helps us out a ton. So thank you so much for that. Oh, somebody disliked it. Somebody went down to 91. Disrespectful, but it's okay. All right, friends. My list right now: POTR, Tesla, AI, SMCI, Amazon, and then the secondary list. I did take some off from here because it was too long. I kept RDDT, Nvidia, Coin, Serve, and MSTR. Still pretty long, but I think all of these are really good. And the YouTube chat is slamming Google on me. So let me see. Let me take a look at it again. I got like 3 people saying Google, Google, Google. And yeah, the volume is there, man. 5.3, big day yesterday. Okay. We'll add it. We'll add it. We'll do levels for it. Yeah, it's good. All right, let's get to some levels here. POTR, friends, towards the top, we are up 3.3 here. High of the pre-market is going to be 73.42. This thing has been really, really nice. There was some really great trading action on it. 71.90 towards the bottom is the low of the pre-market. And once you do those 2 levels, if you focus here on the daily, you're pretty set. I mean, you got plenty of really big, nice levels here. Previous day close, starting with that one towards the bottom as support. The highs and lows for the last 2 trading days. No surprise for the low of the pre-market is like the resistance from this area here. It's just a lot going on here that's looking very good for POTR. This is your all-time high. So again, that's going to also play a part in this whole entire movement that we're getting here. POTR just has a lot going for it. So we're looking really nice this morning. Let's go to Tesla. Tesla as well. Look at the ladder towards the top here on Tesla, providing some really good supports as far as level highs and lows for the last 2 trading days. Those 2 red lines there, previous day close. You're set towards the bottom, really. All you got to mark down is the low of the pre-market at 403.25. And your high of your pre-market at 411.99, and you're pretty much set here. So Tesla continuing to do very good here, 4.3 million. As the SPY is trying to hold the gains from this morning, we're going to see other tickers hopefully do very, very well. Looks like SPY wants to continue to break higher there. So that's Tesla. Let's take a look at AI this morning. AI, big day yesterday. Let's see if today we can get a good secondary play. 39.10. 13 is the low of the pre-market, and 41.15 is your high of your pre-market, and very similar to PLTR. Once you put the highs and lows there, look at the bigger picture on the daily, you're just surrounded by the highs and lows of the last 2 trading days, showing some really good support. Plus, you also cover look at your highs and lows are covering this area where you had a lot of just back and forth, back and forth. So big area of support and resistance there are going to play hopefully an important part, especially if we do drop towards the bottom here. These two levels are going to be really, really good for AI. Let's look at SMCI this morning. Low of the pre-market down at 37.24. I like the activity on this stock right now in the pre-market, how clean the pre-market is. And when we say clean, we're talking about just look at the movement. Like if I were to change the times on you down here and tell you this was 9:30, you will believe it because it looks that good in the pre-market, right? It looks like the market is actually open. So that's what you want to see on a stock like this one. SMCI is looking really, really nice. 37.24 is the low of the pre-market towards the bottom. We're going to mark down 35.34. Another great area. Look at the touches. You got one here, a lot of touches on 35.34, which makes the level obviously a lot more important and stronger. And then we also have 33.07. You got a couple of days slamming into this as well. And then towards the top, we're not going to worry about it too much because look at your highs and lows. They're covering a lot of the areas where you have a lot of touches on the daily as well. So don't have to worry about much there. And then over here as well, SMCI at 48, you're covered there with the highs from Monday. So that's looking good. Love the volume on it as well. We're gapping down 4.7. In the last 2 days, it's been really, really nice. So looking for that to hopefully give us an opportunity today. Look at Amazon, a little bit of a breakout here this morning. New pre-market high, 226.85. This is being driven by the SPY right now, showing some strength. And once you mark the pre-market high, the rest is handled for you. Highs and lows for the last two trading days, doing a really good job. And we were talking about Amazon yesterday. I mean, just look at slowly just creeping higher and higher. And now setting up nicely on the daily for a possible retest of that 230 if the market allows it to do that today, right? If the market continues, it's definitely going to help that happen. And then Google, a lot of people throwing this one out there. I like the volume, 5.3 this morning. So pre-market activity is also very nice. Got a lot of movement here. The range looking great. 188 is the high of the pre-market at 188.20. And then towards the bottom is 184.20. So 184.20 towards the bottom there. And once you do that, same here, highs and lows doing an amazing job for Google as well. And I believe we're close to all-time highs. So towards the top, all you have to mark down, go to over to July timeframe, and this is your all-time highs here at 191.70. So there it is, man. What a good list so far this morning. And you got some possibles here. Nvidia could actually be on our main list. I got way too many. I'm not going to move it up, but Nvidia can actually be on the main list. It was my winner yesterday, and I think today there could be some good action on it. We'll do levels because we got a little bit of time, but I'm not going to add it to my list. I have way too many. 137.68 is the high, the low 135.50, and that's all you need really. And once you do that, highs and lows doing a great job for you here. So hopefully that can get some great volume this morning. All right, let's see what our moderators are looking at. I see everybody's on here. Phil, Pierre, Jared, Mike, Thor. I think Phil, I got to talk to Phil. I know he's doing some snowboarding up in Vancouver when we go up there. I want to join him for that. So I got to text him. But yeah, John, walk us through what the team is watching, and then we'll hand it off to Brian. And who's trading with Brian this morning? We'll see if Thor, I think Thor might be joining him again. So
yeah, I don't know. Thor's been doing a
get
great job filling in for trading in the morning. I don't know that he's doing it this morning. We'll find out shortly.
sure.
Yeah, let's see. What are we trading this morning? Do we have our list? If not, I will just read it off of the chat room because that's one of the benefits of being in the chat room is every morning you get to see the stocks we're looking at. So Thor's looking at the SPY in the Qs. As always, NVIDIA and Tesla. Mike, also NVIDIA, Tesla. Jared, AMD, which has been stinking lately. Jared must be looking for a bounce or maybe a bigger sell-off. We don't know. We'll have to pick his brain. PLTR and SMCI also for Jared. Pierre, NVIDIA, SMCI, Tesla, Amazon. Google, Phil, NVIDIA, Google, PLTR, SMCI, Amazon. So a lot of similarities there. A lot of Tesla, a lot of NVIDIA, and a lot of SMCI. So I'd say that's probably the three that the mods seem to be agreeing on the most this morning.
All right, excellent. All right, guys, we're all set over on YouTube. Friends, stick around. We're going to be joining Brian and Thor trading live in just a second here. We're at 155 likes, so thank you for those that help us get a little bit higher there. Really appreciate it. We have 622 people watching, so we probably can do a little bit better. But we appreciate what we get, man. So thank you so much. We're talking about AMD here as we wait for Brian. Our good buddy in chat, Dan, brought up AMD. AMD sell-off has been really nice. I have not pulled it up. Peter's not around, so he's not here slamming it in my face. But AMD's been selling off pretty nice. Yesterday was a beautiful sell-off as well. So if you're watching AMD, hopefully you took advantage of that. The daily looks much cleaner than NVIDIA. I agree, Dan. But look at the last couple of days, just red, 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 red. I mean, it's just not doing well. What's going on with NVIDIA? NVIDIA seems to be, not having fun the last 2 months, looks like.
Carlos, isn't Wednesday the day that Andrew often gives out a laptop?
Do we give out? He does it on
Or
Wednesdays.
did he stop doing that?
Doesn't he does it sometimes. He doesn't do it sometimes. I don't know what he decides to do, but yeah, Wednesday will be the laptop day. I don't know if we're
I'm
doing
just
what today
saying, for
since he's not
630
around.
people watching, we got 180 likes. I'm telling the boss that the participation, the likes were low, and when he comes back next week, if he survives the anacondas in the Amazon, I'm gonna say, boss, they weren't into it last week. These people don't want the good stuff. So
We'll only
hit
give away
hit that.
Chromebooks going forward. If we don't get those likes
That's
up.
right.
Oh,
And
I
Amazon
hate those
tablets.
things. Oh, yeah. Amazon tablets. Oh my god, so bad. I don't know who they give those out. People don't buy that stuff, right? They don't buy the Amazon tablet. I mean, it's just so bad. I got one for
I
free,
have
and
one,
it's
Carlos.
just
I bought one for $40. I
yeah.
couldn't say no. So it sits on my treadmill.
You can't
It
beat
does.
that. Okay.
It gets Netflix and Hulu and YouTube. It works, but yeah, but for just if you really want to sit down and like surf the web or something, it's get yourself an iPad. My God, they're
Yeah.
not very good.
No, they're really
Once they're
not. So,
playing, they'll play
um,
fine. They'll do Netflix okay.
yeah. All right, we're all set. Wait for Brian and his beautiful sign to come on here and light us up. Use Kindles from 2015 for low, like. Oh man, that is we listen. No, we're not gonna do that to people. A Kindle from 2015. Ouch! Can only imagine. All right, Mac Mini inexpensive, very nice. Yeah. Macs are nice. They work. AVGO up 5%. I got two people throwing that one at me. Let's take a look. AVGO. Oh yeah. I see that. I see there's something going on here. What's the news, guys? You got anything on it? Went from 172 to 180 in the last 15 minutes here. 1 million
They have
shares trade. This is
earnings.
Broadcom.
Yeah, earnings
Uh-huh.
tomorrow, so it's a little early for it to move on that. So I don't doubt that's it.
Yeah. There must be something else happening here. Seems like a decent sized move out of nowhere with again some volume building up. So let's see what comes out of it, if anything. What else?
Yeah,
What else? Taking a
that's a
look
nice
here.
bounce there. What right at 9 o'clock? There must be news on it. That's
Yeah,
a pretty big
this
move there.
it's got to be something that was released. Partnership with Apple. Daniel is saying over on YouTube. If Daniel is saying it on YouTube, I believe him. But yeah, that's big. If you partnership with Apple, depends what on what and how much you're gonna be providing for them. Is it talks of partnership or are they doing something? It all depends on the terminology and what the actual news is. But anything with Apple, AVGO, whatever this is gonna definitely benefit big time. So let's see how that plays out.
Apple popped about the same time as well, right at 9 o'clock. A little bit after 9, a couple minutes after Apple had a nice boost too. So that could be it.
Yeah. Oh, Charlie and Bensinga said it. If Charlie and Bensinga said it, it's facts. We like Charlie. Charlie's a good guy. All right, let's see here. AVGO What else we have? CPI. JT, what is this? JTAI moving a bit. Let's take a look. JTAI sounds familiar. No. This has no volume, hard to borrow. The flow, what's the float on this? I don't have it handy, but the flow looks dangerous as well. So just be mindful of this one. Don't like it at all, for the way I trade at least. I think I hear Brian. Good morning, Brian. How you doing today?
Good morning. I'm doing well, thank you. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, John,
Nice.
Carlos. All right.
Good morning,
So
sir. All right, man. We'll hand
we
it to
had
you and let you get settled in and let us know what you're watching and what you like this morning. Have a great trading day. We'll be in chat, guys. Hit that thumbs up for Brian and for John for covering all these days for our good buddy Peter. Really appreciate you guys. It does help us out a ton. So thank you so much. We'll see you guys tomorrow.
cheers. Thanks. Thank you, Carlos. So good morning, everybody. I guess CPI data came out and market definitely are pretty positive on what we heard. 0.3% month over month. I think that's I'm not sure why everyone's so happy about that. I guess it was expected number. Still nowhere near the target that the Fed has, 2%. So yeah, there's lots of stuff to be interested in here this morning. Got a swing trade on SERV, SERV. It's up nicely this morning.
Sorry, Brian. Would you be able to share your chart in the chat room?
Yeah. I'm just thanks for the reminder. I've got all these things I got to remember. Forgot to turn on the red light, as Sting would say.
I mean, it's a lot, man. You're like piloting this thing, doing all kinds of different stuff, man. You know.
No. There we go.
You used to just be able to comb your hair and show up being all cool and stuff. Now it's
yeah, I know.
you know,
right?
now I got to do all this tech stuff.
I need to do. Yep.
Loving the Roxanne reference as well, by the way. The red light. That's cool.
Turn on the red light. What am I trading? I'm not trading anything yet, actually. I don't know why. Sometimes I just get doing things in the morning and I end up running a little late just getting on. So I'm just I'm still trying to catch up here, trying to figure out what I am going to trade here. So copying a few of the mods. Watch lists and also the usual go-tos. Tesla seems to make me money every day, and so I'm sticking with that. SMCI seems like we're down a little bit again. It's one of the few stocks that's actually in the red today.
We got AVGO in the pre-market has gone pretty nuts.
Yeah, it's yeah, I know they report. I think it's tonight. AVGO. We've got some other companies reporting. We had Macy's this morning, I believe.
So someone was talking about market sentiment. So this is kind of going to be kind of a weird breakdown. So one of the things that's very, very interesting is how far away from previous day's close we already are. Something the SPY and the Qs have been doing a lot lately is basically sweeping the previous day's high after the open and then going in the other direction. So the news that came out, though, we did have news today. I think we've got crude still coming out a little bit later, but we did have news today.
Yeah.
So maybe we do break back up on the SPY and start running up for like some of our higher monthly levels, like monthly R3 or something like that. So that certainly could be a thing. So we need to kind of be a little patient here and see how they decide to play the market here. I didn't really see a clear indication in the pre-market, other than a pretty good amount of buying, of what we're going to do. But the order book to the top side on the ES or the NQ didn't really seem to stack up very aggressively. So I'm not really sure what I make of it. And we have expiration coming very soon. So it's just hard to imagine that we're going to, get some big convicted rallies. But, sometimes that happens. So Santa rally.
Sorry to interrupt. Could you share your screen?
Oh, I'm ahead of you. Just put it up.
Oh, great.
Okay.
Winning.
All right.
I'm going to give people a bonus
All right.
today. I'm going to have Thor's screen on YouTube. Mostly because I don't want to switch tickers around because I'm feeling terrible. So
Terrible.
But,
What you got
right.
the
Here's
bug?
the bonus.
You got the winter bug going there?
Something. It's something. So
Some kind of
I got
some
kids,
Japanese
so
flu.
everyone's passing it around.
yeah. So here's the bonus.
Bonus Wednesdays.
I really don't like trading the market when it gaps up like this. It really makes it quite, you think of a move and it's already been made. Big move has already been made. SPY is
Yeah, I'm gonna look on
yesterday's
SPY
high.
like maybe around 606 up here on the top side, Brian. I want to see if it sweeps through the previous day and then see what happens, because I'm with you actually. We're already so extended. We've done so much movement. Can we really feel good about it keeping on going?
Yeah. Chinese stocks are down again today, gapping down a bit. They're red on the screen. Yeah.
I like Tesla today.
Tesla's at 410 breaking out. Here you got the book map up on my screen right now. You can see there's a order at 411. They're just loving Tesla,
Brian.
and you got a lot more. What's that?
Oh, I'm sorry. Brian B in the chat room. He said, keep going on a bad number. It won't. You don't know this market, buddy. We can go up on bad numbers anytime we want to.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Dave and Buster's
But it
play.
shouldn't. I've been very frustrated by that for a while.
Might be interesting. 2 minutes to the open.
Yes, sir. I'm kind of hoping Tesla gives me a bit of a rally at the open, so I can. I've got R4 and monthly R4 all in this 415, and they had this really big, like this wall of orders that they had sitting there that they pulled off in the pre-market. But I bet they're still there. I bet they just didn't want everyone to know they were there. So I'm gonna watch that, and then I actually am liking AVGO right now. It's in a lower range. So I'm actually seeing if it's going to rally out to maybe around like 182. And if it throws a bunch of volume up there, I might actually entertain the idea of shorting it back down the other direction. The CVD on AVGO is actually red right now for me, which means there's been some distribution going on. So it'll be really interesting to see if we reject these sellers. If we do, could be spicy the other direction. I think they have earnings tomorrow. Hold on, let me see.
Yeah, they do.
AVGO earnings on 12/12 aftermarket.
Yeah, it's the 11th today. So
market chatter: Apple working with Broadcom on AI chip. This is Thinkorswim. This platform, YouTube Landia. I don't execute through it. I execute using DOS Trader Pro or Ninja, but I really like TOS, Thinkorswim for analytics. It's just a little clunky on executing. I'm hoping if they would fix that for me, I could I could just do it. It would be amazing. But right now, not yet. Soon.
All right. Well, AMD's selling off here. That's interesting. Okay, here we go. Ding, 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 ding. I've sold some of my serve SERV. Sorry, because it's just gapping up so much. Now getting some pullbacks, bit of pullbacks here. SMCI dropping. Tesla pulling back a bit here.
Dang.
AMD's really almost looking like it's going to go red here. AVGO, big drop on AVGO.
Man, this thing's so slow. Tesla's like selling like beautifully right now, right off of R3. My DOS is like lagging pretty well, but my DOS is looking pretty speedy right now. Let me yoink DOS over real quick. Doink. You could entertain the idea of hitting a short there off of R3 maybe on this one, but I want to see this order book. They're buying a little bit too much. I really want R4 because it's a higher range. So I'm hoping Tesla's going to give me a
Tesla.
bit of a Yeah.
Long
Good.
Tesla.
Good, Brian.
Yeah. Good, Brian. Good, Brian.
Push that thing up for me. I'll play with it later after you're done with it.
Yeah, I got in around just over 408. Let's see if it pushes here now. Come on. Still pretty choppy. SMCI still selling off here. It's going to drop on me.
Yeah, I almost shorted there, but watching the NQ here. Still no trades for me yet. I might hit some. I might hit a short here on the futures.
Okay,
NQ.
I sold a lot of that right on that pop through 409, up to 409. I just I'm not liking the price actions. Probably going to get out of the rest of Tesla unless it holds right here. So it's hanging around my break even. AMD went red. Wow. That was, didn't see that coming.
I'm hanging. Still no trades on my any equity trades. So still hanging. I want to see if we can get a little higher. So
and just as I got out, there you go. There's the pop. Damn. Anyway, you got a bit of a greenie on that one, but not much.
All right, here it goes. Tesla squeezy.
Yeah, Tesla squeezing now. Jeez, it's just when I got out of it. That's just.
This is what I was hoping
so
for.
typical. So typical. Let's see, what do we got
All right,
here?
here comes everything, the sweep its highs and stuff like that. All right, there's monthly R4.
Tesla. And it could get to 415 from here. There's a big order sitting there.
Monthly R4 is right here. It's a really big level. But yeah, there's some orders at 415. We're absorbing here a bit, though. A lot of absorption right at pre-market high. I hit it short if I get squeezed on it, I'll try it again.
Wow.
Wow, look at that squeeze. So if this squeezes up
Yeah,
and
look at
comes
that.
back through, I'll get out of it, and then I'll let it go up to
It's
R4,
really
up a little higher and hit it. But there's a monthly
so
R4, a really big monthly level for me is right here. So I'm willing to
it's
give this
crazy.
level a shot.
It's just
So you can
crazy
see
price
here
action
monthly
on
R4
Tesla.
412.84.
Bouncing off the VWAP here. Nvidia selling a bit. See if it holds here. Looks like it's going to drop.
Right there. SPY and keys are still pushing a little bit. I like that I'm absorbing still.
And I'm short Tesla with you
Come
through
on.
the VWAP
Come on.
there. There we go. I'm using the 405 options, put option. There we go. It's going to cover some here.
Yeah, what? Everyone's saying Google's ripping right
740.
now.
Is that right? The oogly googly. Yeah, Google's taken off here.
Yeah, I mean, the Qs and everything in the tech sector still seem to be doing pretty stinking well. I'm just sitting here on this short.
Here we go. Here we go. I'm going to sell some more here at 770.
Nice, Guy F.
Puts.
Dang. Guy F long to ORB on
Diddly.
Google. Smashed.
Diddly. Yeah. There we go. We're down to low of day.
Brilliant.
Going to cover some more here at $8 on the puts.
All right, Tesla
There you
down
go.
into the
Tesla money machine.
almost
Moolah
there.
machine.
I need a little bit more.
Ooh,
Come
there
on,
we
come
go.
on, come on. Good Lord. Wick me like
Oh
that.
my God. That's nice. You're still short Tesla as well?
Yep, I almost hit target. It got within about 5 cents of my target on that drop.
Yeah,
Let's hope
I'm
I
running
don't.
out of puts here.
Oh.
Running out of zip puts.
Come on. We're looking good. There's a void of orders to the top side here, so it does not look like they're going to try and squeeze this right now. So we've got a nice set of orders at 401 and lower, short-term distribution. So I'm going to hang on to it. Yeah, Camarilla pivot points.
Yeah, wow. Nvidia's dropping too here. It's going to test. AMD already dropped into to the red zone. It's at S3. Wow, AMD, there's just no love there. No love. Don't love you. Still got.
Oh, yeah, look at that. Microsoft, really pretty.
Microsoft
Still trying.
one
Hasn't made it
just
yet.
sold off.
Fingers crossed, YouTube.
NVIDIA's looking for, like I say, look, we're looking for PDC here on NVIDIA. Just took a little long on NVIDIA just for this bounce.
Rude.
Right at PDC, baby. All right. There we go. Just going to sell some. I'm not in this. I'm in this for a good time, not a long time. Sell some more.
So I like how Microsoft's ATR is almost pulled up to S4 right now. If we sold from here, we could get a beautiful move down to there. I'm just kind of hanging on and waiting for my Tesla trade to see if this thing actually hits its target or not. So Brian, good time, not a long time needs to be a t-shirt.
We're quoting all these old songs. Here we go. We're going through 136, and so I'll dump the rest here on NVIDIA. Here we go. Man, what a nice bounce off of AMD. I was looking at AMD too at S3. It kind of dropped there and then came back up. AMD, nice bounce. Tesla's coming back here. You got more upside on NVIDIA? I don't know. It's coming up right to the 9 EMA. Might fail there. Qs and SPY. High of day, breaking high of day here.
Potential short setup here on Microsoft.
Was thinking I was going to short NVIDIA again. Damn. Didn't quite get to where I wanted it to. Kind of thought it was going to get to 136.20.
I'm short Microsoft. Entry 445.70.
Microsoft, eh? Yeah,
really nice call. Thank you. Who is that? Or I like this setup. Thank you for pointing that out for me. It was Mike J in the BBT chat room. Look at this beauty under R3, rejecting 2 days ago's close. I hit it as it made the new 1 minute low there. That's a really nice spot. Instant drop afterwards. So I really like how that felt. So if this squeezes and stops me out, no big deal. Really nice setup. I like that a lot. I'm still holding Tesla. So still haven't gotten my target yet, but we're holding. We're doing it.
We're hodling.
We're holding. We got to make money.
Yeah.
Can't make money if we don't hold.
Hodling.
Can't make money. So I can only have 2 open positions at a time. So now I'm basically done until both of these positions close. If one of them wins and one of them loses, I'll be done for the day. If they both lose, then I can keep trading. If they both win, I can keep trading. So hey, let's go for mixed.
Let's go for broke here.
Let's go for it. Not very happy with Tesla's lack of desire to go hit my target right now.
Yeah.
But whatever. I'm in a really nice spot and I'm in the right range. So, I mean, this really fits. It looks great. So the only thing I'm going to do to mess this thing up probably is touch it. So I'll just leave it alone and see what happens.
Wow, NVIDIA bounced again there, made a higher low on that pullback. And now
I'm actually really surprised. Like the Qs are still rocking.
Yeah, I know.
I keep forgetting that. I keep like starting to play stuff, and all of a sudden I look over at the Qs and I'm like, wait, are we still ripping right now?
We are.
Like, look at this thing. We're almost at ATR on the Qs, by the way. So I have these really sweet ATR guides that I had scripted for TOS. So what they do is they use the pre-market low and the pre-market high to set our daily ATR expectations. So you can see here that as of right now, like as we're moving up, this is our current high is what our expectation is basically for our ATR. So we shouldn't go much higher than like maybe 526.50 to 526.27, somewhere up in here on the Qs. So this is where we kind of would expect to find if we're going to have a reversal hit, right? This is kind of where we would expect to find that start to set up. So you can see here about 11 more cents of upside till we hit our average, our average true range. We're just not going to talk about Tesla right now. Just going to ignore it and pretend it's going to do everything that I want. You can use ATR in DOS. It's a little bit more difficult. You can't really like have it in such an obvious field. But if you want, I can show you how to do it on a daily chart. Ooh, hold on real quick. Come on, so close. How many of you would just take this position off right now? Am I crazy? Would you just take it off?
It is low of day again. I'm still sticking with
Does it hurt you to see me holding this? Okay, everybody in YouTube, you can help me lock in my profits right now. If we hit a certain mark, likes for profit, you can eliminate my suffering if we get to 350 likes. There's plenty of people in here that watching this show right now that you could get me out of my position right now. It says there's 800 people watching, and you're just letting me sit here and suffer in this position. You could end my suffering now by just liking, and then I could take the profit.
Take the profit. I'll sell my last put here.
Oh, we're so close. 322.32.
Puts at 8:30.
Oh, 335. So close.
Here we go. Maybe I'll get to $9 here. $9 on the
put.
Yeah.
We got to 340 likes, and I got my profit target. Everybody wins.
Everybody's a winner. Wow, NVIDIA came rocking back. AMD.
Thank you for all you fine people in here. Thank you so much for caring about me. For all of you who didn't like to get me out of that position, I'm gonna take that as support. I'm gonna assume you didn't do that because you knew my target was gonna hit, and you did not want to take me out of that position, and I appreciate you. That's very, very nice of you. So thank you so much for
definitely
for thinking of me.
Participation.
Thank you so much for thinking of me.
Wow.
You're so nice.
All right. Well, we both were trading the same stock.
Thank you, Bob. Oh, Brian B tried to buy Tesla so I wouldn't get to my profit target. Rude.
Totally.
I love you anyway. All right, now let's see what Microsoft does.
Yeah, Microsoft rejected at R3 again.
So this will be the depending on my day. So if Microsoft loses, I'm done trading for the day. If Microsoft wins, then maybe I get to keep trading.
Wow, those were some amazing bounces on AMD and Nvidia. Jesus, Nvidia, Tesla's still dropping here. We're going back to PDC on Tesla, maybe 401.
Ooh,
Here we go.
QQQ. Got to R6 now. What a day.
Yeah, really crazy.
Let's look at Google. Everyone's maybe. I mean, you've certainly blown out ATR today by quite a sizable margin. The only issue is it just
it's right at R4.
the order
on the
book to the
60-minute.
downside's a little lean for me on Google. I'd like to see more orders in here. It may be done going up, but I don't think it's ready to go down, if that makes sense.
Everything you say makes sense, Thor.
To somebody.
To somebody. Probably.
It makes sense to me sometimes.
It's making total sense. VA's up again today.
Yeah, Gabriel. So like when you're looking at the order book here, see how we have a lot of orders to the top side right here? Right? Market maker movement is incentivized by transactional opportunity. You know what I mean? So by having a lot more orders to the top side here, but notice to the downside, even though there are big orders, there's kind of voids in between. It just doesn't look like it's structured enough. So before market makers accumulate by buying up institutional asks, and then they distribute by selling down through institutional bid, right? So we're lacking institutional bid, right? We need more orders to the downside before it looks like they're ready to actually start distributing. So it looks like right now we're actually accumulating, right? So right now I would say we're still likely running towards like 192. But now look at the book at 192. See how when we get to 192, I bet if Jared pulled up options, I bet there's an options wall right up at 192 on Google, because you can almost see exactly where the order book starts to run out. I bet there's a whole bunch right there. But you can notice to the downside, not enough orders. So we probably stop going up right around here. Right? But we won't start going down until we have orders. So if there's no orders to the downside, we just get stuck and we'll just chop around. Right? And then we'll wait. And then when they bring the orders into the downside, you'll see a big distribution begin, big volume, anti-cooling, buying, selling climax. And then we'll start running those orders if they ever bring them in.
190. There's some big open interest at 195.
Guy, you mind if I share that one?
Yeah. Big open interest at 195, but a lot of the open interest is around 187.50, 190, 185 on Google.
Man, the market's just going.
Microsoft
check out this
does
sweet
not
trade
wanna
Guy
drop
got.
for you.
If Andrew was here, I feel like this is what Andrew would have done with it. We had this big engulfing bar. It then pulled back and held the previous daily. I think this is previous day's high. Came back and held it, and then it broke. He went long, probably risking that low. If looking at his risk, I'd imagine that's probably where where he partialed. He probably had his stop somewhere right around there. And then if you and then look at this, we got some really nice partialing, and then as we pull back into the averages, we got some really nice adding. Look at on the add too. Look at how our volume was declining, and then we started adding. Very nice for the advancing pattern volume wise on the add. Really lovely. So and then partial, write it up. I mean, that's nice. Love it. Good stuff, Guy. Brilliant. Andrew, where is Andrew? So Andrew is living the dream, or is he dreaming about the dream he lived? I think at this point, is he back? Is he just sleeping? What has happened, Brian? What happened to Andrew? So. You're back. You're here. You're energetic.
Yeah. No, I think I saw pictures of them in Amazon, and they were looking at eating grubs or whatever.
Oh yeah, that's right. He ate bugs.
I don't think he ate them. I think he put one near his mouth. It's a good thing
Oh,
I wasn't there. I
all right.
would have banged his hand.
I only eat bugs if they come out of the ocean. I like sea bugs.
Yeah, these things looked. These things were grubs.
Yeah, slimy yet satisfying.
They didn't even look slimy. But anyway, got a little bit long here on the googly on that pullback while you were chatting. So around
He said it
190.
tasted like eggs. Don't tell me that, Phil. Don't ruin my my opinion of eggs.
All right. Omelet. Yeah, nice omelet. So there you go. We've kind of topped out on NVIDIA, maybe. I don't know. Let's see.
Yeah, I mean, QQQ blew out its
Balance run.
ATR a few minutes ago. You know what I mean, Brian? So I think it's and it's above R6, blew out its ATR. I mean, it's gone quite a bit, and it did it all without going to PDC first. Like, I'm actually kind of wondering if we get like a big sell-off at the end of the day. So I think we'll have crude inventories comes out pretty soon. I wonder if that every now and again crude inventories will shake things up a little bit because especially with the holidays, it can be extra expenses for moving in logistics and stuff. Sometimes it can get things moving.
Yeah, it'll come out another 34 minutes. Comes out at 7:30. Every Wednesday, crude inventories. Every Thursday morning, natural gas inventory. So definitely can move the market around. Microsoft.
Indian.
Microsoft breaking out here.
Real quick for Indian in the room here. He was asking about ATR. I have it coded into my TOS, so I'm actually calculating my own ATR. But TOS has that value that you can load into your watch list. If you don't have TOS and you have DOS, you can get ATR. It's just a little bit more complicated. But I'll show it to you real quick, and then I actually have to pop out of here at 10 o'clock because I have an appointment today.
Okay.
But
all right.
If you notice on DOS, let's pull up QQQ. What you can do is in your volume section in DOS, go to your study config and add ATR to your study config and set it to a parameter of 14. That'll mirror the majority of platforms that are out there. So, and then have that in there. And then what you do is you need to make sure you have the ability in DOS to get the little capture window. When you left click on stuff, it shows you the data window, the info window, and go down to the candle. And you'll notice at the bottom, see where it says average true range, 5.60. It's not as accurate as TOS is, but it'll get you within a pretty good distance of what that, of what that happens to be. So it's the best way I found in DOS to quickly calculate it.
I'm selling some Google here at 192.20.
Nice.
That was that pullback we got right around 950 was the opportunity to get long if you weren't long already.
Boss level, man. See what I mean? See what I was saying about Google? We were in the right area, but it looked long. It was still buying. Our order book was still really bullish.
Yeah.
It's not just about levels. It's about watching the market and is it going up or is it going down? Then the level, right? So it's like I liked Google's position for an R4 reversal potentially, but the order book did not look like it was ready to reverse. No VPA signal, looked like an advance. Brian, well read. Dude, you nailed that.
Yeah.
We're hitting floor 3 now. Yeah. If this continues, we could actually end up going all the way to 195.70 something. So, brilliant.
Yeah, it's looking good.
My Microsoft's not looking so great.
193. No, it's kind of I've been kind of keeping an eye on that too.
So I might get a stop out on this one. we'll see what happens. I love my entry. I really like the play. I like everything about it. So I definitely don't regret taking it. It's good stuff. So this one's just not going to work. And if it doesn't, that'll end my trading day. I have a very specific trading system that I use, and I use a profiting matrix that controls how many trades I can take in any given day to eliminate behavioral slippage. So which is why I can't even take another trade right now. I actually have to wait for both of my trades to close before I can take an additional trade. So that was a nice sell right off of the 2 PDC and R3. Maybe there's hope left. So, but either way, it's a good day. Either way, I'm over goal no matter what happens today. So I'm happy. So
yeah, took some more off.
I'm going to go ahead and get out of here, buddy.
Okay.
Everybody in BBT, I'll see you all on in an hour. Everybody out there in YouTube, thank you for everybody who supported my life by wanting me to get profit and liking for me. And also thank you for everyone who didn't, because you're supporting me hitting my target. And I just feel all the good vibes no matter what happened. I hope you all have enjoyed these mornings where we get to hang, me and the Prophet of Profit. It's always fun. Maybe we'll get to do it a couple more times if the boss keeps eating weird things in weird places. So I hope you all have a great rest of your day, and I'll talk to you later. Bye, peeps.
See you later. Thanks, Thor. Yeah.
See you.
All right. Yeah, I think the bunch of them are still in the Amazon, but Wednesday, I believe that is when they are going to leave. But I think it's quite a long flight back. So I know Megan had I think she was looking forward to about 24 hours of travel time. So they're in a place called Letitia. So I'm pretty much out of Google right now as well. So that was good. A little bonus trade on that one. So all right. This is Google we're watching on Bookmap. There isn't a whole lot of stuff going on there right now in terms of levels. What else have we got here? Interesting. We're in a subway station. Sounds like it.
Hey, Brian.
Oh, hey. What? Paris.
How are you?
Good day. I'm good. How are you, man?
Very good. Just woke up 10 minutes ago.
Wow. All right. All right.
Okay.
Good to. Are you still in Letitia?
Still where?
Are you in Letitia?
No. I came back. I came back home.
Oh, okay. I thought for some reason you went to Amazon with those guys.
No. I actually came back immediately. I had a flight
Oh,
on Sunday,
okay.
so came back yesterday. Day before yesterday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, have you been? You just woke up, so you're not obviously haven't taken a trade yet.
Means I woke up at 9:40, so I took one trade on Tesla,
Okay.
and I
Yeah,
just got
Tesla was a
stopped out
nice
at
short.
break even. Yeah, I shot at Tesla at 407, and I got stopped out just now at break even. That's still a
Yeah, it
good
kind
day
of
for me.
came and ripping back there.
Yeah. Google just rallied today. Google was a very good long.
Yeah, Google was great. Got a nice trade on that one off today.
Yeah.
had a little bit of a, had to wait for that first pullback because I kind of missed the initial breakout.
Yeah, I'm sharing my screen, guys, just so that. Okay, you guys should be able to see my screen. Google is interesting. Nvidia. Tesla is actually not sure if it's a long now. Nvidia. Man, Google is the strongest ticker of the day. Google is very strong. Yesterday, the strength wasn't very clear, but today it is very clear.
Yeah, Google took a bit of a break yesterday.
Yeah.
Nvidia's right at the VWAP, trying to hold there, like it's gonna maybe lose it again. Dropped a little bit below there, came back up. Just short some Nvidia. Yeah, it's gonna lose this level maybe.
Yeah, Adrian, I just woke up. I'm actually thinking of getting long SMCI. SMCI feels like it wants to pop up. I'm taking a small long SMCI. I'll add heavy above 3780 or something. I'm long SMCI.
Okay, I'm just gonna maybe get out of this trade on Nvidia. It seems like it's trying to bounce here.
So SMCI squeezed.
It did
Let's
have
see
an
if it
order
holds
there.
above 3780.
Did have an order at 136.70, and now they pulled it. Yeah, I'm out of the rest. It's going to go higher.
Let's see if it holds here. It seems it wants to pop above 38. Okay, taking some off here, 5%. But if it pulls back, I'm going to add heavy. Give me a little bit more deeper pullback. Okay, adding more, guys. Adding more on SMCI. Come on, squeeze above 38.
There's some big orders up there at 38.
Yeah, squeeze above 38.
Along with you.
Squeeze above 38. I want to see 38. Come on.
I think I'm short AMD. So I think it's dropped. It's going to go back down.
Come on, squeeze 38. Break that 38.
Here we go with AMD, back to PDC.
SMCI is holding, but it's kind of getting... Yeah, I don't want it to drop from here. That would be bad. Come on, buyers,
Qs
get
are
in.
still, SPY is still making a new high here. That's amazing.
I'm adding a little
Just gonna
more
cover.
on
I'm gonna cover some
SMCI.
AMD.
Let's see. Ah, that was a bad drop. That was a bad drop. Yeah, that's not good. But I'm still holding it. Yeah, it could drop and come back later, so it's not... If it comes back above 3780, I'll add more, but currently it's not an area to add. Okay, now is the chance, SMCI. You gotta pop. So big orders on the level 2, 38 area. Let's see if it squeezes to 38. Okay, so it closes to above 3780. Now let's see if it squeezes to 38. Come on, squeeze to 38. 38. Come on, SMCI. Don't mess around with me. Nvidia is interesting for a long.
Yeah, it kind of does look maybe. I don't know. It seems kind of range bound right now, but I'm looking at it. Still short AMD. Looking for another leg lower here. 127 would be nice.
Yeah.
It's just finding a bottom here right now. I don't know if it's if there's a buyer. There seems to be a buyer right around 127.50. Qs and SPY are just ripping, especially the SPY.
Yeah.
Finding
607.
the Dow is down. Yeah. Come on, AMD, lose it some more.
I'm thinking of getting out of SMCI. It's not something that not showcasing a lot of strength. It has some orders, but I'm losing my patience on it. My average is 37.65. What should I do? I know if it breaks 38, it's gonna be amazing ride to 39. But if it doesn't, then it's a problem. Come
Yeah,
on,
they're just
SMCI.
trying to support AMD at that 50 level. $127.50. Here we go. Here we go.
Which one are you
That's
trading?
what I wanted to see. AMD.
Nvidia? AMD?
AMD. Yeah.
Oh, AMD, nice. So you're short
Ooh, that's a
AMD?
girl. Yeah, I'm short AMD. Come on down. I just covered some at 127.32. Pierre is. It looks like. Oh, he went long. AMD. Nice. Now would you go short? Wow, Pierre playing it both ways. The man. That was a nice double trade on AMD.
Okay, this is the last time I'm gonna wait for SMCI. If it doesn't pop up, I'll get out. Come on, SMCI. Google is pulling back.
All right.
Okay.
All right. What did you do, Paul? Oh, nice trade on AMD as well. Got that short. Nikolai trading AMD as well. Everybody's trading AMD. Right on.
Okay, let's
Google
see.
pass. Mounted pass. Yeah, let's see here. I don't know. Peter has some very specific criteria, but right now I would look for a 920 trade on Google. It actually came almost down to the 20 AMA on that pullback right now. Low is
Boom.
191.85.
Boom. 38 SMCI, guys. Finally. Now let's
Nice.
see if it...
Nice.
So 38. Now let's see if it breaks the high of the day. It's going to break the high of the day soon. 38.25. Now all the sellers who were trying to sell at 38 are going to be getting out. Yeah, lift. It's going to lift. Let's see if it breaks the high. Anybody take that with me, guys? Awesome.
Nice
Awesome,
trade on
Milad.
it.
Awesome. I'm adding more on SMCI.
Hmm.
At 38. Oh, man. The second I added, it dropped. Now my average is 769. Oh, man. That was a bad rejection. Okay. I think I'm trying to get out now. I'm at my break-even point. Okay. It's not. It bounced from there. Let's see if it tries to hold here on the bounce. No, it's not trying to hold there. Okay, one last add on SMCI. If it drops the 3760, I'll be out.
Hmm. Wow. NVIDIA just took a big dive lower there. Qs are finally taking, they're finally taking some profits on the indexes here, dropping a bit. AMD still holding a little bit there, just looking for still looking for that 127-ish area. Everything else kind of dropping. Wow, that was quite the rollover on NVIDIA.
Yeah, NVIDIA sold off.
Wow, Nvidia's still selling a bit here. I don't know, AMD is came close to 127.
Okay, I think I have to get out now.
All right.
I'm out, all out, guys. I'm all out. All out in SMCI, break even. Yeah, try to build up a position on this, but not really. It doesn't have the juice to go up. Yeah, now the order book is very bearish on SMCI. Yeah, did not make any money on SMCI. Anything else that is interesting?
After all that, yeah.
Yeah, sometimes you gotta build a position eventually, but I was working on building my position, but did not have the juice to continue.
Nvidia
And that's how
might
you manage
be,
it, right? Like you are trying to get into different areas and trying to see those buyers and sellers, but the second you see this, the volume came in on the selling side, and that's when I got out very close to break even point. So you are making money, but you are managing your positions much more efficiently. So what is Google doing? Google is the strongest stock.
yeah, Google
Were
was
you
the
long
place
biased
to be
because of?
today. Definitely. Meta had a pretty good morning too here.
Meta?
A little bit, not as clean as Google, but
Yeah, with SMCI, I was long biased because of the daily. On a daily, it is, if you look at it, it it bounced and then got rejected for the past couple of days. Now gap down, first day sell off, second day sell off, third day gap down, and usually the stock bounced from there, and it is also uh, a very good area for a bounce on a daily. And now it's coming back again. Let me take one more time, guys. This I might regret it, but I'm taking one more time on SMCI. One more time on SMCI, guys. It might reject from here. This is actually the good area for rejection. I'm going at the resistance long. That shouldn't have been a trade for me. But now I'm in. I don't want to. So let's see if SMCI has a chance to pop up here. If it closes above 37.80, I will add more. But we'll see.
the market is crashing. The market is pulling back to the 9 EMA. We've actually lost a 9 EMA on the SPY. Qs. Same sort of thing.
Hey, Paris and Brian.
Yes,
We're getting
sir.
to the
Hey,
end
Brian.
of our live stream
Awesome.
Yes.
on YouTube, but you guys can continue trading in the BBT room.
Absolutely. So everybody out on YouTube, thank you for joining us this morning. Have a good one.
See you guys.